Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to my second official live stream where I will be taking advantage of all of the value across the entire industry on Prizepicks, on Underdog, on Boom Fantasy, Parlay Play, Flip, whatever the value, wherever the value may be. I will be taking advantage of it, and I will be doing this every single day at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button, notification bell if you have not already done so. Let's go ahead and just dive right into it. I realized a lot about my process recently. I kind of wanted to break this down for you guys. And again, the entire point of doing these live streams is to educate you guys on how to take advantage of the best value in the entire industry before anybody else does, before the bumps, right? Like, that's the entire point of our product. That's the entire point of our tool. If you guys have not already signed up for DG Fantasy, keep in mind that we offer 7-day free trials. Again, you guys don't have to pay for it for 7 days. Also, keep in mind that we're offering a percent off in the annual subscription right now. If you use code STREAM, 25% off. You can apply that if you guys just want to dive in and actually make money sports betting. Do that immediately today. That is code STREAM. Gives you 25% off in the annual subscription. I realized a lot about myself recently that I'm a spaz. I really am a spaz when it comes to identifying these value plays. And I'll show you why in a second. But let's go ahead and kick this off by just heading over to Prizepicks and identifying the best value. Right now, there's some really good plays on UFC. I'm not going to throw them into a slip right now because I've personally already done so. I'm actually just going to go ahead and click them off. By the way, you can do that. Because again, we want plays now today with a mathematical advantage. I want to show you guys like the best bang for your buck slips that have to do with today. So let's go ahead and do that. Brian Reynolds and Goldsmith, we're going to immediately take advantage of. Again, we're using the combo props of their individual HRRs to come up with these fair odds percentage on both DraftKings and Bovada. Minus 126, minus 137. The combination of these two is either, their projections are either over 4 HRR or they're heavily juiced in the favor of going over 1.5 or 2.5, whatever the case may be. Their addition to their combo props or individual player props for HRRs are going over 4. Sorry, under 4. I'm sorry. This is an under 4 prop. It is less aggressive. Sorry, thought that wasn't over. So we're going to go ahead and throw this in. Goldsmith and Reynolds under. We're taking the under 4. And again, because the juice is favoring the under on both DraftKings and Bovada, the way to interpret this data is if they both had a combo prop on DraftKings and on Bovada, both those apps, both those sports books would be favoring the under. We're going to go ahead and go past some of these DFS apps because we're going to observe on the middling tool what the best bang for your buck plays are there. But Cyvale, I think it's how you pronounce his name, and Gomber. We're going to hit the over of the combo props, again, for the exact same reasons I just talked about, 9.5 strikeouts. What you're going to see throughout this live stream, too, is that all these plays get bumped. At least a majority of them. If there is an edge to be had, they're going to get bumped. And the best way to identify all this value is to snipe them immediately. Corbin Burns, we're going to go ahead and throw in. I'll talk about fantasy scores here in just a second, how we're coming up with those fantasy scores. But right now, we're going to throw in 41.5, hit the under. I know he's very good. Doesn't matter. Market says that he's going to hit the under. At least has a 55.08% chance to do so. Any more actual plays here? Talon, whatever his name is, and Skewball hit the over of 10.5. We're going to go ahead and do that. I just went over. Why that's a good play. We're hitting the over 10.5. And then Freddie Freeman and Jose Ramirez, we're hitting the over this time around for HRR. Let's put in Freeman. I don't think it's recognizing my characters. That's fine. That's an over, just to make sure I did this right. The slip is going to be Reynolds and Goldsmith under 4. Cyvale and Gomber over 9.5. Burns under 41.5 fantasy score. Talon over 10.5. And then over 4 HRR for Freeman and Jose Ramirez. I'm going to let you guys take a second. I'm going to go ahead and enter this on the slip so that you guys have plenty of, or on my phone, so that you guys have plenty of time to enter this slip. And then we'll go from there. But this is the first slip of the day. Pretty straightforward. I'm going to go over the fantasy score here in a second so that you guys know exactly why that's plus EV in the form of the under. Because I know a lot of you like Corbin Burns. Corbin Burns. He is a very good player. More. I'm giving you guys plenty of time. You have no excuses to not enter this slip right now. Ball, Freeman. That is an over. Finalized entry. Under. The first one. Gombers over. Burns under. Scallon. Or Skewball rather. The over there. Throwing $500,000 and I got the slip. That is a plus EV slip. Congrats to everybody who got that in. We have 90 viewers. All 90 of you should have gotten in that slip. Let's go over why that was plus EV. For all the combo props, again, we're taking the addition of those two exact player props, right? We're taking Goldsmiths and HRR combo. What we're saying is that the juice is significantly favoring the under if this was set to 4 as a combo prop on DraftKings and Bovada. That's why that's a plus EV play. Giving you about a 2%, roughly a 2% profit margin, because in order to remain profitable in 5-man and 6-man slips, flex slips, you have to have a 54.2% fair odds or higher for that to be profitable on each individual leg. The casual sports bettor, if they are only hitting at a 50% rate, they're going to lose all their slips and they're going to lose long term anyway. But if they're only hitting a 50% rate for a 5-man, 6-man flex, they're going to lose money long term. For us sharp bettors, if we're hitting over a 54.2% time chance of the time on individual player props, we are going to remain profitable. So combo prop should make sense based on everything I said. Same thing with Gomber and Aaron Seivale, whatever. Corbin Burns. This one we're going to go over here real quick. For fantasy scores, what we do here is we take all the even lines. So if we head over to this tab here and we take a look at the scoring chart, how MLB player props are calculated, right? You get 6 points for a win. For quality start, you get 4 points. For earned runs allowed, -3. Strikeouts, 3 points. And then outs, you get 1 point as well, right? So we're adding up all the even lines together for Corbin Burns. Based on DraftKings near even lines, let's say that his strikeout prop is set to 5.5, 7.5, whatever it is. We are taking that into consideration by using a Poisson distribution to come up with a percent odds to hit based on the projections that they're giving, and then throwing those into the multiplier on Prizepicks. And we're getting, hey, based on those projections that Corbin Burns has for those player props, DraftKings would set their fantasy score for Corbin Burns at 39. Caesars would set theirs to 38.9. So basically, round up. We're calling this a 39 fantasy score, and on Prizepicks, set to 41.5. That 2.5 difference is going to be a profitable long-term slip, or play rather, player prop. If you're putting this into a slip, about 55% of the time, Corbin Burns is going to hit the under based on the exact situation that he's in today to go under 41.5 pitcher fantasy score. So that's how that works. And again, there's two different ways to view this on our optimizer. You can view it as a fantasy score, or you can view it on the optimizer itself as a percent odds to hit. So either way you want to do it. I like cross-referencing. I like checking both because it's fun to do. Anyway, that's what this exact play is showing you. All right, so this is a plus EV play for... Sorry, this is a plus EV play for 5-mans and 6-mans. This is not a plus EV play for 2-man powers because you need a 57.75% chance or higher for it to be profitable in that type of slip. But for 5-mans flexes, as you can see here, all this is filtered out. Hopefully that makes sense. And that is fantasy scores. Anyway, we're only going to show you the profitable fantasy scores. There's no more here, at least on this current list. All right. Does that make sense, everybody? We're going to go ahead and bang out some more slips. That is the first slip to get in. Again, I'm going to do these on my phone to give you guys some time to enter. Let's now switch over to the middling tool because it looks like a lot of these are not going to be MLB plays. They're going to be League of Legends plays. When I see a League of Legends play, I like switching over. I like switching over to the middling tool so I can grab the best bang for my buck projection on these different sites. So we're going to start with Prizepicks. Right now, Dak Prescott's going to be up there because he set the 0.5 yards. Obviously, the promo, huge middling opportunity there. We're going to go right past that. So why I am a spaz. I said this at the very beginning of the stream. Why I'm a spaz is because I have just found a profitable play here based on underdog. Stefan is set to 2.5 here on underdog, but on parlay play, sports battle, and on Prizepicks, he's set to 2. So which app is off here, right? Very straightforward. So I'm immediately switching. I'm going over to underdog, and I'm taking Stefan, whatever his stupid name is. And we're taking the under 2.5. Right? Very straightforward. I'm going to do that now. Give you guys some time to do it. And again, this is why I'm a spaz, because I'm not focusing on any individual site. I'm focusing on whatever site gives me the best bang for my buck at that specific time. There's a clear edge with Stefan, whatever his name. I don't know why I'm throwing in Stefan. Sounds right. Sounds natural. The next play would be Den Vok Sin. Yeah, because he set the 2 on Prizepicks, set the 2.5 on Underdog. I'm going to treat this as an individual play a little bit differently here. I'm going to show you how I'm treating this. Let's go with Den. He is set to 2.5 on Underdog. And they're on the same team, so I can't do that anyway. What you can do is you can positively correlate these on Prizepicks. So again, why I am a spaz. I'm going to immediately switch over to Prizepicks here. And we are taking Stefan. We are taking the over at 2. And this Den guy, we are taking the over 2. Positive correlation, both in the same matchup. Where are they? Are they not in the same matchup? They're not in the same matchup. So why wouldn't Underdog let me enter that slip? 1 second, guys. Please select multiple teams. See, Underdog needs to fix that, man. They're technically on the same team, but they're in 2 different matchups. So anyway, that sucks. So let me back up. The reason why I thought this would be a good play on Underdog is because I thought they were, they would treat them as 2 different teams because they were in 2 different matchups. Anyway, that's annoying. All right, we're switching back. All right, getting back on track here. Back to the middling tool. That Stefan play is still a good play on Underdog. And then, as you can see here, Sports Battle. So what I would do now, and again, I'm kind of balancing too many apps at this point, but what I would then do is switch over to Sports Battle. This is a great play on Sports Battle. Time, I'd hit the under at 2.5. I'd start building out a slip on Sports Battle. So we're going to skip over that just for now. But again, this is the way I normally do things. We're also going to switch over to Underdog now because I've got one play here that I want to enter. This is a great freaking play. So again, why I'm a spaz. Here we go. We have Stefan in here. We have N9. We're taking the under headshots. Fantastic middling opportunity. I'm now switching to Hot Streak. They don't have a desktop presence. I'm switching over to N9. And I'm hitting the over at 18.5 headshots. It's a 1.69 multiplier. So don't enter a slip unless it has that multiplier. And then I'm finding another play on Hot Streak real quick that I can pair with. So again, I'm taking you through my process. I know I'm a spaz. I'm trying to find the best bang for my buck. I'm looking at Hot Streak's optimizer, seeing if there's any good plays left. Come on, computer, load. There we go. Come on. And Bader. Over player home runs, that has a low % odds to hit in general, so we'll skip over that real quick. Burns over player outs looks to be great. Let's go ahead and pair that CSGO play with Burns over pitcher strike or pitcher outs. 2.63 multiplier. So what your entry would look like is, I just entered off the slip. Make sure the multipliers are the same. N9XT, whatever his name is, over 18.5 headshots. Burns over 18.5 pitcher outs. This returns a 4.4x return. I just grabbed elite value. As you can see here on Hot Streak, for player outs, the market average is set to plus 137, but on Hot Streak, it's set to plus 167, right? So again, this is why I'm a spaz. I just switched gears because that was the best bang for my buck. I haven't forgot about Underdog. Let's switch back here because we want to get away with middling these plays. Did they just take away my best play? Did they just take it away? I think they just did. Why is my guy gone? Or did I just not enter it yet? Well, hold your phone. Hold the phone, guys. Under 23. Still there. All right, we're still going. We're still going strong. One more play. Let's go. This one, not a good play. Over 3. Ooh, this one's great. Curry over strikeouts on underdog. The entire industry has it set to 3.5. So let's go ahead and put in Curry over. Oh, is it earned runs allowed? No, it's not. It's pitcher strikeouts. That was removed. So he is gone. Julio Rodriguez, not good. Mookie Betts, not good. Skew ball. That's a good one. Let's see if he's still up there. I'm trying to get this slip in. He is gone as well. Holy cow, you guys suck. Kirby, is he in there? Come on, let me get one more in there. One more. Kirby over strikeouts. Looks fantastic. Guys, there's a slip. I'll give you a couple seconds to enter that. Got it. What I just secured was elite value between two apps. I'm going to explain why, okay? We're going to see this throughout the stream, and especially if you guys have Hot Streak and you're entering these slips and why it's so advantageous to have so many DFS apps. I just got off Stefan under 2.5 kills on map 1. I got off N9. We'll call him Next. We're going to call him Next. Under 23.5 headshots, and then Kirby over 5 strikeouts. All right? We just got that slip off. Okay, one thing to consider, if we head back to the optimizer, if we head back to the middling tool, we just got this at minus 126 odds on Hot Streak for the over, for that exact same player. If this player lands on 19, 20, 21, 22, or 23, that's a 5-kill discrepancy, a 5-kill gap. If that player lands on both, then you hit on both of those apps, right? So this is either going to get bumped down or removed on underdog. It hasn't yet, so surprised. Or the juice is going to be heavily, it's going to change in projection, or it's going to go up dramatically on Hot Streak. And we're going to see this throughout the live stream. But I just entered that play based on this extreme gap between projections, because these types of discrepancies should not exist in this market. I'm going to give this a quick refresh to see if my point still stands. It hasn't got adjusted yet. All right, this is the first time I'm checking chat. So anyway, this is my mindset. I don't know how this hasn't gotten bumped yet, or has it gotten bumped. Anyway, we can totally revisit this. Also, I just noticed that this is a good play as well. Why did I miss that? Was that not up there before? Let's kick off another slip. Let's go right back and enter the underdog Herrera play. Let's get rid of these. Herrera over 2. As you guys can see, set to 2.5 and 2.5 on 2 different apps, but Hot Streak or Underdog clearly has no idea what they're doing. This guy, not good. Curry, not good. Rodriguez, not really too good because there's 2 apps that agree with 2. We have a combo split here. Skew ball, I think he got removed. Kirby was great. Already entered that. And now we can take N9, whatever is next. That's what we call them, right? We can take his under kills. Because again, we're comparing to Hot Streak. We're going to flip over the Hot Streak and take his over kills. Hopefully it's still there. And 9 kills. 1.69 is his multiplier. That's still good. I believe that matches. So we're taking the over on Hot Streak, taking the under on Underdog. How have these not gotten bumped? You guys are all doing it, hopefully. And then Life We can go ahead and throw him in there if we want. I'm looking for a better play real quick. Bryce Harper's okay. This guy's off. I don't know what Hot Streak is doing today. Let's just go up and enter the slip. Life over 1.5 kills. We'll go ahead and make that the final slip here, or the final play for the slip. Life over 1.5 kills. You can then turn around and middle this on Jock Market, which we're going to do in a second. Let's go ahead and get that slip off, though. This is a great 3-man. Giving you guys plenty of time to enter this. Plenty of time. I got it off. You guys should have gotten that off. Another really good slip. We also have a play built out on Hot Streak right now. And again, to be profitable on Hot Streak, we're looking for higher than 58%. Looking for higher than 58%. I don't know if there's another play here that we can enter, but let's go ahead and finish that Hot Streak slip by switching back to the optimizer. Let's go to Hot Streak. Let's give a quick refresh here because I want to middle that guy's kills as well. And is that true? Medea? Or is that an actual plus EV play? Under player strikeouts? Yeah, 1.84 times on the under. We're going to go ahead and pair him with that CSGO play we have. Oh, it's already moving. The lines are moving right now as I'm looking at it. Go ahead and get in that discrepancy. I just entered that in with a 3.1x return. So we just got in next, and Meda, whatever his stupid name is, under at minus 103 odds here. I think they shifted a tad bit. I think they did, but it's okay because we still got that elite value from next at 33.5 because we took the under on underdog at 37.5. And we got that huge middling opportunity, and it ends up being a very good plus EV play on both apps. Does that make sense? Now, we're going to be taking advantage of that Jock Market play that we started to slip on. At least I did. That life play, we wanted to middle that. Is that still up here? Also, let's revisit the conversation that we just had. I talked about the bumps and how we secured that elite value real quick before we move on to Jock Market. It was the next guy, right? We took his headshots. Let's see if he got removed. How do you spell his name? Okay, so let's now go through this again. It's still a great play on Hot Streak. However, I would hesitate there if this goes higher than minus 184 odds because that's extremely juiced. I would avoid that because, again, we're looking for plus EV plays on Hot Streak over 58%. Anyway, regardless, we just found this play we just sniped this play at minus one, what was it? Minus like 120 something. It's now up to minus 184. There's a 5-kill discrepancy, yes, but all of that math is baked into these lines. So on Hot Streak, this is still a fantastic play because we're getting 23.5 at minus 122 odds on the under. We're getting that huge discrepancy, minus 184 juice on the over at 18.5, and we're getting that under at 23.5, but we got this earlier at we'll call it minus 122 as well. So we got that 5-kill discrepancy on both apps. Value secured. And I told you guys that this would get bumped in one way, shape, or form. The projection didn't move yet, but it got heavily juiced on the over. That's how that works. I'm surprised that Underdog hasn't removed this play yet. I really don't know why they haven't because you guys should be hammering the under there as well. That is exactly how this process works. Why I'm a spaz, how you can observe the market and take advantage where you can on various different DFS apps. That's how you do this, right? We just saw this at 65%. It's now down to 58% because that hot streak line moved up. They're penalizing you more based on their payout. If you were to take the same exact slip, let's just kind of run through this real quick. And I know a lot of you veterans get this, but this is the whole point of this live stream is to learn. Let's take a look at next. If you're to hit the over, he's getting bumped right now. He's now at 34.5 kills. I just saw before my very eyes. I don't know if you guys have hot streak. He was at 33.5. He just got bumped to 34.5 kills for his kills, and his multiplier for his headshots is down to 1.54 if you were to hit the over 18.5. The market's adjusting. That's how this works. Because if you take advantage of these plays, like a lot of you, if enough of you are taking advantage of these plays in the long term, these DFS apps are going to lose money. That's how this works, right? So they have to adjust their lines. These DFS apps adjust their lines, bump them, remove them based on the money coming in, the amount of money coming in on each one of these platforms. Anyway, let's go ahead and now build out that jock market. Well, let's go ahead and just look at the value. We can go to life. Yeah, let's go to jock market. I feel like we haven't been given jock market enough attention. Again, use code DGF for 100% matchup to $100 for all these apps. This is how you should be playing these apps. This should be your process. This is how you should be making money by betting on all these various DFS apps. Not saying all these are going to hit. Not what I'm saying. I'm saying that they have enough of a mathematical advantage to keep you guys profitable in the long run. You guys can see it before your very eyes. You guys see the market adjust. There's the proof is literally right in front of you. Let's switch over to jock market. Let's see if there's any more plays. They haven't had too many plays recently. I have life under 2 kills for anybody who's paying attention. Ken, are they playing for the same team? They are. Okay, so I would be hammering this. You can also start out the slip by doing this. Over 6.5. I would middle this on hot streak again. We'll go ahead and start another slip here on hot streak. But I want to try to get off a jock market slip. That's very juiced. But it doesn't matter. That kill discrepancy is pretty big. Well, never mind. It's not above 58%. So ignore the hot streak middle. Yeah, see, they don't really have any plays, man. This one might be good. Yeah, so the reason I'm not putting in KIIN is because this is negatively correlated with life. If we're taking the under from the same team and the over, that's negatively correlated. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, I can't find a good play. I won't spend too much time on jock market because it doesn't look like there's too many plays other than that life play. I mean, we're really stretching it if we play these two. All right, forget jock market for now. Let's switch back to underdog. And again, I'm taking you through my mindset here. This is what I do. This is literally what I do. Guys, I promise, I swear to you, this is my process every single time. Just find the best bets. Find the best ones. It's really fun. I promise you it's fun. It's also very stressful. We might have to switch over to parlay play. I mean, look at this. 3 in a row. Well, not really 3 in a row. This is a really good play on parlay play, though. Destroy over 2.5. Not seeing anything. This one's not bad. Prime over. Prime. That's Logan Paul, right? Logan Paul's the one with Prime. I don't know how those haven't been bumped. Hot streak must be off or something. I don't know what's going on there. Next should have been bumped, removed off of underdog like immediately. Anyway, let's go prime. Prime, we are taking the over 2. We're taking the over 2. We're looking at time. 2 of the 3 apps agree with 2, so we're ignoring that. We're ignoring that. We're ignoring that. We're ignoring that. Bryce Harper, we're ignoring because there's only one other app and it's pretty heavily juiced. You can take that, but probably not the best decision. We can take next again if you guys want to double dip. For just on underdog. Let me give this a refresh. Because these lines do look stale. These lines do look stale. Next. Ferret. Not good. Not good. Not good. Not that good. Allison. What's going on here? All right, we found another. Let's go. Is that Allison? My eyes are so bad. Allison. We are taking the over 32 kills. Over 32 kills. Plays for meta. And then we can also take Suplex. Over 40. Suplex. Suplexing one? Why is it showing a different gamer tag? So I don't think you're allowed to positively correlate CSGO plays. I don't think so. If you can get that slip off, get it off. But I'm just going to make sure that's not a thing. Positive correlation, just all overs within the same matchup from the same team. Like those would be positively correlated. If you guys can get that slip off, go ahead and do so now. I just don't know, so I'm going to try to do it real quick. Prime over 2. Allison over 32. And Suplex over. So all overs. Let's go ahead and try to get this off. And you cannot do that as suspected. So we'll go ahead and try to find another play. This guy. Avra over 4. That would be my new slip. Let's go ahead and try it. Giving you guys plenty of time here. Over 4. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, that's good. Got it. It's that easy. It's that easy. And do you know what? We can start our next underdog slip. And I'm sorry that to spend so much time on underdog, but that's where the value is. That's how you observe the market. Let's go ahead and start out with Suplex right now. Let's go ahead and build the next slip. Suplex over 40. Let's see if there's any more. Again, we're looking for an average fair odds of 54.95% or higher. And all these middling opportunities are a lot higher than that, right? Suplex, Avra. Market doesn't really agree here. Another good one. Cuts, Mertez or Mares. We'll call them Cuts. I think they're from the same team. They're from the freaking same team. It looks like all these projections are off for that specific team on underdog compared to hot streak. Ooh, this one's good. Wait, didn't we just take that one? These two different matchups. Yeah, I think we already took that one. Stefan, right? Did we take the under 2.5? I forget. We took this one. This one's not that good because 2 of the 3 apps agree. BAO. I took him last night, by the way. I think that hasn't moved. The lines are closing in hard on next. Bird from Sky. Under headshots. 2 kill discrepancy. Not the best, but still a plus EV play on underdog. Fantastic. We'll throw him in there. And then 610. What's 610? 610. All right. So this, we get a lot of questions about this. Same projections here. What I'm going to do is switch over to make sure that this is in or to find out what matchup this is in. So what I would do here is I'd look up 610. I'm looking for a 4.5 comparison, right? So 610 is playing A and O. We're looking for A and O. It's this one. And we're entering that slip. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Let's switch over to Prize Picks, because I know I'm boring you guys with Underdog, but there's so much value right now on Underdog. There just is. I'm going to give you guys a second to go ahead and enter this slip. Like, why go anywhere else when these are the best plays in the entire industry? Why go anywhere else other than Underdog right now? Why would you do that, right? I have so many outstanding Underdog slips right now. Oh, I thought I entered that wrong. Over Suplex, under Bird from Sky, under 610. I'm going to take a quick second to look at the chat and see if there's any questions that you guys have. I know I kind of been rifling through, but I wanted to show you guys exactly what I do. Like, I swear on anything, this is my exact process when looking and scanning the market for value. Oh, and the odds on George Kirby have gone down. All these have gotten bumped down, so that's interesting. That's not the best. That's not the best play right now. So if you enter that, it is what it is. Odds move, whatever. We secured value when given the information that we had. Any WNBA value? I'm not seeing too much. Such a rush refreshing the optimizer. What is considered the sweet spot when it comes to odds to hit depends on the app, Joshua. Again, every single app is completely different. The reason why we're looking for 54.95% or higher on Underdog is because that's the fair odds percent you need for each specific player prop within that slip to be considered plus EV. For Prize Picks for 5 and 6 man flexes, it's 54.2% plus. For Hot Streak, it's 58% plus. They have so much juice on all their players. That's the reason for it. So, what percent return do you see on your middle plays? Depends. I think it varies between apps. I mean, I'm profitable long term, very much so. I don't have a specific answer for that. Value on Sports Battle. We can switch to Sports Battle, but I want to go back to Prize Picks. All right, we're good. We're good. I caught up on questions. I want to be a spaz again. So again, this is the way my brain operates here. We're going back to Prize Picks. Let's see what we can find. I like switching back to the optimizer because, you know, there's always some good plays here. Again, we're skipping over UFC. Why has this not been bumped? Take advantage of that. If you haven't already, Brian Reynolds plus Goldsmith under. I'm gonna get rid of UFC. Not because I don't trust it, just because I don't feel like putting in those plays. All right, George Kirby. We're taking the under fantasy score. We're starting there. I'm going to explain why that's a good play on Prize Picks after we're done. After we're done cooking. Julio Rodriguez over their fantasy score. I'll explain why that's a good play here in a second. Skipping over all the League of Legends plays because of middling tool, I like to take a look there. Already entered this one if you haven't taken advantage of that. Corbin Burns, if you haven't taken advantage of that, I would go do so now. Took advantage of that and that one. So, we're going to find the rest of our value here by switching over to the Prize Picks DFS middling tool. And we're going to start cooking. Yeah, these lines are kind of bouncing all over the place for George Kirby. George Kirby, all kinds of weird stuff happening with him. CBOI. C-Boy. That's what we're calling. C-Men. C-Boy. Don't clip that. So, it has two projections here. Let's figure out which one's the right one. As you can see on Underdog and on Sports Battle, set to 2.5. So, we're going to switch back here. Yeah, this one's tough. This one, I don't know which one's the right projection, so we're going to have to skip over that. That does suck. We're also going to implement a matchup reader into our optimizer where you guys can see the matchup, so it's easier for you to... Oh, wait. Both projections are off. All right. Sweet. We get to pick either one. Can we do both? Does Prize Picks allow you to do that since they're two different matchups? Yo, that would break so many people's brains if they saw that. I'm going to try to do it. And this guy, Denvok. Sure, that's his name. Denvok, over 2. Try to enter that. So we have under under Kirby Fantasy Score. I just want this slip to be entered so I can actually tweet it out and just break so many people's brains. Giving you guys plenty of time to do this. If we can't, it's fine. He just got bumped. We have to make a pivot. Were you guys able to get that off? I apologize. I was going slow. I was trying, obviously, as hard as I could. But Julio Rodriguez bumped to 9.5. I probably would avoid him now. I'm going to try to find another play here. I'm going to go ahead and remove him. Let's see. All right. Let's go back to middling. Canada, no. Cyvale, no. Kopech, no. Sucks, trash. Alcantara, no. Burns, no. Destroy looks good. Is Destroy going to destroy our slip? Under 4. Try to get that off. If I can get this slip off, that would be incredible. Under, over, under, and then over. You cannot pick the same player twice in an entry. See, like that shouldn't be a thing. It's not correlated. 2 different matchups. Get over yourself, Prizepicks. Golden Toast. Throw in Golden Toast. Why not? And again, you can take out any C-Boy that you want, or whichever one you want, because they're both the same projection, same exact matchup. Making sure these aren't negatively correlated too. Something just got bumped. What got bumped? I'm in shambles. What got bumped? What play did I just put in there that got bumped? I don't know. Sorry, guys. I'm going slow now. Anyway, this is my brain. Let's try a different one. Let's try CPM. That looks good. I'm making sure these aren't negatively correlated too. Like that's what I'm doing in my mind. Oh my gosh, there's 2 1.5 projections. 1 second. So comparing CPM to Anon, that's who they're playing. So CPM against Anon. Is that OAE? Or did he also get removed? Dude, I'm in shambles right now. There's no orbit on here. Oh, I see. It says it on Prizepicks. Yeah, enter the CPM playing against orbit. I got it. All right, so this is the slip. I got the slip. Everybody chill. Everybody chill. I got you. Okay. Everybody chill. All right, the plays are George Kirby, under 31.5 fantasy score, CBOI, more than 2 kills. That's in the matchup with A and O. Destroy, less than 4. Den Vok, over 2. CPM, over 1.5. All right. I think I can show you. That's my slip. Anyway. All right. Got about 10 minutes left, guys. Where are we going? I want to show you my process one last time here. We're going to observe the market. If we can take advantage of any one of these discrepancies, we're going to do so through the middling tool. Not going to lie, I'm kind of burnt out now. That was a rush. I feel like Underdog Fantasy has a lot of value still. I might be completely wrong. Zeka. Comparing directly to... who else? Hot Streak. We're hitting the under at 9. Okay. Start out with Zeka, under 9. Prime, we already took advantage of. This guy, we already took advantage of. Alcantara. Prime, there's 2 primes. Are they both off? We can do prime over 3. Do prime. I don't know which one I took advantage of earlier. Oh my gosh, there's 2 3s. Whatever, prime's too confusing. I'm skipping past it. Let's go. Let's go. Already got those guys. We took a lot of these plays already, guys. I think we're good. We already took Suplex, Cuts, whatever his stupid name is. BAO I took. 610. Avra, there's 2 Avras now. These 2 agree anyway. Not a good play. Wow. We actually did pretty well. We did pretty well with all the discrepancies. This plays good on... Don't tell me it's Hot Streak. Yeah, Hot Streak. It's too low, though. All right. I think that's pretty much it, guys. We cleaned house here. We just did CPM. Ooh, this guy. Did we take that guy? We didn't take that guy yet. Over 2.5. Savarino. We didn't take him, right? Let's try. Let's try one more. It's the CPM in the matchup with GTZ versus Orbit Anonymo. I don't know what it is. Lately, these gamers have had the craziest names I've ever seen. I don't know why it's been like recent, but these names are getting... It's insane. Ooh, there's a passes attempted play here. 3 passes attempted. Over 41.5. Clear value. On Prizepicks. This would be a good play for the under on Sports Battle. I don't want to do soccer. That's boring. Sorry for any soccer fans in here. Heroic. This looks good. Heroic. Under 4. Under 4. Not more. Less. Less than 4. Ooh, nah. There's another agreement there. BAO. I don't think we took BAO on Prizepicks yet, but we can do that. Take the under here. This is no correlation whatsoever. We're good. And then Coughed. Coughed under 5. Coughed under 5. Is this positively correlated too? Oh, it is. Guys, BAO and cough are positively correlated. So look at this. This is the slip. I'm going to go ahead and try to get it in. One last slip here. And we hit our 30x last time. We hit our 30x 3 days ago now. I did when I posted it to Twitter. And it's because I had correlated League of Legends plays. And I'm going to explain why that's positively correlated here. Sorry, I'm giving you guys plenty of time to do this. So you have no excuses to not get these slips off. Got it. My light just moved. My light just fell behind. Hold on. All right, there we go. All right, so let's go over a couple things. The reason why these are positively correlated, these two plays, BAO and cough, they're from the same team and they're both unders. So in League of Legends, these are very aggressive. They're probably very heavy favorites. So if this team goes out and produces out all these plays, that's 7 kills. 7 kills. Anyway, the way that League of Legends correlation works is that there's two teams, right? One team is doing very well in terms of, scaling the map, getting their objectives, whatever. Their players on that team, their chances increase to get kills based on how well their team is doing as a whole. So the same logic can be said for the opposing team. The less the percent chance for them to get kills goes up as well. The less the percent chance. The lower the percent chance goes down if they are not able to keep up with the other team. So kills from the same team, go up if they're doing very well, and the opposing team kills go down. So why this is positively correlated, let's go out and let's just hypothetically say that IW doesn't get out to the best start ever. Their two players are positively correlated on 2 unders. Sorry if that was confusing. But we can take it a step further and take a BSO guy from the opposing teams over. That's positively correlated with these two. And Prizepicks allows you to pair 2 players from the same team in the same slip, as long as it's not a 2-man power. So that's why it's very advantageous to take positive correlated plays here in League of Legends. I'll go over a couple plays here, or a couple questions rather, and then I'll go ahead and sign off. But guys, I want you to learn. I want you to see the board. I want you to visualize. I want you to understand why I just did the entire process I just did. And it took me a full hour to go and just enter slips. Like, this is a full-time job, but it can also be a very profitable job. If you guys haven't signed up for the optimizer, all of our optimizers come with a 7-day free trial. Again, it gives you access to all 3 of our tools here, the fantasy bundle. Originally $59 a month. But guys, like, you can clearly see the value and just taking advantage of all these plays. And volume is everything. The more slips you enter throughout the day, the more chances, the higher percent chance you have at probability or profitability at the end of the day. I'm stepping all over my words now. I've been live for way too long. But you guys need to have every single DFS app that you possibly can to increase your chances to diversify and take advantage of all these very soft lines. How many value plays did we find on Hot Streak today? Nobody, I guarantee you that there's a majority of you don't have Hot Streak. There's a ton of plays on Underdog. If you guys don't have Underdog yet, use code DGF for 100% matchup to $200, and then obviously Prizepicks. There were some really good plays there. So that's it. And also, we do have DGF email notifications now. You guys can go, I can actually show you exactly how to do this. I actually haven't done this on stream. You can create a notification to give you guys plus EV plays sent directly to your email whenever you want. Make sure your notifications are on for your email. For Hot Streak, for Boom Fantasy, for Jock Market, Underdog, Prizepicks, does not matter. You set your own filters. Hey, I want to get notified whenever a 55% chance pops up, right? And then obviously for dynamic payout odds, their filters are a little bit different. I want to show notifications for any play that pops up over 2% plus EV. And by the way, I need at least 4 book support to make it a comfortable play. You can set your own settings, right? So I only set mine to 2. I don't care. If it's comparing to one direct app, as you can see, I want to be able to middle those, and I want a notification to do so. These are my exact... I also set this at 58, so just because I only get hammered with notifications. So these are my exact preferences, if you guys want to take advantage of this. Anyway, this is brand new too. So no, thanks for bringing that up. Any more questions? I'm going to go through some questions here. Do you judge based off of the odds? For example, if Nolan's line is 6 on Prizepicks, but on the other sports books they have him set to 5.5, but the odds are heavily favoring on the over. Do you mean at 5.5? So it really depends how much. Like, all that matters. How much is the line juiced? Is it a near even line? Is it slightly juiced on the 5.5? Because if it is just a little bit, then that 6 looks very good on the under. So it really depends. And this is all baked into the math behind the optimizer, baked into how we come up with the math, how we determine the percent odds to hit. All that is baked in. Discrepancies, all that stuff, right? How about adding text alerts? Yeah, I mean, if I didn't have to pay $50,000 a month to allow you guys to get notifications through text, I would. That's the real answer. Like, do you take the over or under? And again, it does depend on the juice baked into the price tag. It depends on the actual projection, all that stuff. What's the best slip type to make on Jock Market? Good question. It is a 5-man insured or a 3-man non-insured. So the exact same thing as Underdog. And a couple more questions. I'll go ahead and sign off, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in today. You on Sports Battle. Sorry, I wasn't able to go over Sports Battle today. I guarantee you if I kept going, though, you guys would be able to find all these. Anyway, it doesn't look like there's too many questions. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'm going to be doing these types of live streams every single day at 11. College football just appeared on the board. Guys, we are about to eat. Not a better time to get on the DG Fantasy Optimizer, guys. It's going to be a crazy profitable season. Hopefully, I'll be able to scope out some CFB plays with you tomorrow. With all that being said, oh, I know. Navy Notre Dame's up and Navy plus 800 to win. I'm hammering that. Let's cash, everybody. Thank you for tuning in.